Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Jackie and let's get started. Okay, so for this DIY, I picked up this picture for $1.99 at a thrift store. And I'm going to go in with some Waverly chalk paint in the color plaster. And now it's looking like a cabinet door. But it's a picture, you saw it. Okay, so now I'm going to take some Waverly antique wax. And I'm going to take just a tiny little bit on a brush. And I'm using my chippy brush. And so I'm just going to put just enough of the antique wax. Just enough to give it a little bit of definition. To give it a little bit of texture. That look, that worn look that we like. And so I'm just going to keep working on this until I get it like I like it. And I'll do all the edges, perimeter, and a little bit of the inside. Okay, so now that it's nice and dry, I'm going to take this wall decal from the Dollar Tree, and I'm not going to use the whole thing because it doesn't fit in the center of this picture. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut out room. So I'm just going to use laundry and then the bottom portion. I'm not going to use where it says room. So I have to remove this piece on the bottom because it won't make sense to have that line going through there. So I carefully, with my scissors, just snip that off. And for the center, I'll use my finger utility knife to get that middle piece out. And I'll link this in my description box if you're interested in it. It's really, really nice. It's nice for these little detailed pieces. So I just kind of cut it off and out it comes. And now I'll remove where it says room because I won't be using that. Put that to the side. I'll use it for another project. And so now I'll just peel the decal, the Dollar Tree decal, and place it on the top. Try to center it as best I can and smooth it out. And now I'm taking the bottom portion, and this is one piece, but you have to gently remove each section carefully, that way you don't rip it. And so just center that on the bottom. Try to get it as centered as possible. And then just smooth that out as well. And it's looking cute. So now I decided I'm going to use the very bottom piece. And it's just a decorative piece that was on the decal. And so first I position it in a certain spot, thinking they would probably join together in the center, but it wasn't quite long enough, so I have to reposition it. So here I'm noticing it's not long enough to meet. But that's okay, these decals are pretty easy to peel off. So I peel it off and try to reposition it. Take the other one as well, and I think having long nails helps too. So I try to reposition the second piece and join it, but it's not looking like it's even to me, so I have to remove it again. And I'll try a third time, and I'm leaving it like this. So whether or not it's straight, I'm leaving it, but it's looking pretty good to me. Thank goodness. Okay, so my little room, I'll use that for another project. And so now I'm going to go in with some Mod Podge in the matte, and I'm going to cover this whole piece, all the decal area. Number one, it'll help give it that matte look, so it won't be shiny, it won't look like a decal. And number two, since this will be in a laundry room, and laundry rooms can be a little bit moist and damp, so that'll help the decal last longer and stay in place. And I'm just loving this decal where it says sort tomorrow, wash later, dry soon, fold maybe, and iron get real. So cute. So what do you guys think? Okay, for this next DIY, I'm taking another thrifted sign. This one was $1.99, but it was half off. And look at this. This is like regular price, like $9. What? So now I'll go in with some Waverly chalk paint in the color plaster again. And once it's dry, I'll do the same thing. I'll get my Waverly antique wax, and with my chippy brush, I'll do the same thing and give it a little bit of distressing, a little bit of definition and texture, give it that worn look we all like. And once it's all dry, I'll take another wall decal from the Dollar Tree. This one says laundry room, drop your drawers here. So cute. So anyway, this one is pretty easy to do. You just literally just slap it on there. Just give it a little room, make it a little bit to the left, give it a little room on the right, so we can add the arrow because it's super cute. It's pointing down to the hamper. And so just place that on there and then get some more Mod Podge and cover it with the matte Mod Podge for the same reason, to give it more longevity, because most laundry rooms are a little bit damp. And so just put it all over the sign, and now this one is done. Doesn't need a hang or anything because it's got the little piece on the back. And so yeah, this one's done. What do you guys think? Okay, for my next DIY, I'm taking this cute piece from the Dollar Tree, and it already looks like it belongs in a laundry room because it says wash and dry, open 24 hours. But I had a different idea for this, so I'm removing all these little medium-sized clothespins with my scraper, and there's a paper underneath it. As you can see here, it all just rips right off, and so I just go ahead and remove all the paper off these 3 clips, and I'll also go ahead and remove all the paper off the whole front of this piece. And so some of it is really difficult to remove because it's adhered pretty well, so I had to get my heat gun to warm it up a little bit, and then that did help for the rest of the paper to come off. So once I remove the paper, I'm going to go in with the same Waverly chalk paint in the color plaster and paint it, and then I'm going to distress it again with some more of the antique wax. As you can see, there's a little theme here. Plaster and antique wax. Yeah, it's all going to have a very similar look. So I'll just distress this real quick as well. And here I used my Cricut to create a saying that says, "Lost socks, seeking soulmates." I saw that online. I thought that was just adorable. So I knew I had to do this with this piece from the Dollar Tree. I knew, when the minute I saw it, I knew I wanted to do this. So I'll just take my little vinyl and put it on there and remove the transfer tape. And I reuse my transfer tape quite a bit. So as you can see here, there's like 3 pieces of transfer tape. They're all kind of like layered on top of each other. But yeah, I use my transfer tape quite a few times before I throw it away. Okay, so here's my second piece, and so this one, it says seeking soul mates, and look how the O on soul is a heart. Oh my goodness. I'll definitely link all the fonts to these in my description box. So I'm trying to put it as centered as possible, but I don't know if I did. But you know what? I'm good with it. I'm good with it. So I'll just go ahead and remove the transfer tape. And now I'll put my clothespins back on, and I'll add 2 more also. So instead of 3, I'm going to put 5 on here. And now I'll just glue them all in place. And I'll add my 2 twine hanger back on the same way it came off. And last but not least, I'll get my Mod Podge, my matte Mod Podge, and also put a layer on this as well. And once I get that done, I'm done with this piece. And I think it's looking super cute, and I can't wait to use it. What do you guys think? Well, I hope you're enjoying the projects thus far, and I wanted to pop on real quick and mention that today's video is in collaboration with Sarah over at Jujubee Crafts and More, and she has a fantastic channel with lots of content, lots of beautiful projects, lots of DIYs, crafts, all kinds of things. She likes to join a lot of different challenges, and yes, her channel is fantastic. So if you don't know Sarah over at Jujubee Crafts and More, I will leave her information, her links in my description box, and after you're done viewing my video, please watch her video as well, because we're both doing laundry DIYs for the day. So I'm so excited to see what she's come up with as well. So definitely check out her channel, and if you do know of her and you are subscribed to her, well, go check out her video for today. And if you're not subscribed to her, well, definitely look into it and subscribe. She is fantastic, super sweet. Okay, so on to the next project, and this one is so quick that if you blink, you'll miss it. So I picked up this LED nightlight from the Dollar Tree, and it's really cool because it has like a shield on it, like a little plexiglass shield. And so all I'm going to do is I created this vinyl decal with my Cricut, and it says laundry self-service 24 open 24 hours. And so look how cute. All it is you just put it on there and remove the transfer tape, and that is all. This one is done. So quick, so easy, and like I said, if you blink, you miss it. But so cool. Okay, so here's another super simple DIY, and so I picked up this little piggy bank from the Dollar Tree, and look at it, it's already distressed. What? So it is so easy to remove the backing. It just comes off real easy, and then the little paper that's on the back, and look at it, it's so cute. And so all I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove the lettering that's on here, and it's on the inside of the glass, and I'm taking my little 5 or 6-in-1 tool from the Dollar Tree. I'm not sure if it's 5 or 6. It's 5 or 6, but it's a little scraper, kind of like a knife blade, and you just remove all this lettering, just rub it off, and it comes right off. And so, and look at it, I'm showing you the distressing. What? I don't even have to paint it, and it matches everything I've been doing thus far. So now I'm just taking some of my rubbing alcohol, and I'm cleaning it all up, all the glass inside and outside. And I created another decal with my Cricut, and this one I had it created in little pieces because two of the fonts are different, and then the size, the letter sizes are also different. So here I'm just going to take my time to remove the backing, and I'm going to place this one on the very top, and this one says check your, and so the whole thing's going to say check your pockets. If you don't, I keep the change. I think it's so cute. So now I'm going to do the bottom and place that on the bottom. Make sure that I have enough space for everything. I don't want to have a big gap on the top or the bottom. I'd rather have the gaps in the center. So now I'm going to remove another piece, another backing to this vinyl, and this line goes right above I keep the change, because it says if you don't. And see how the font is a little bit bigger. And so then the last one will be where it says pockets, and this font is much bigger as well. And all I do now is replace the paper and put the backing back on, and that is it. This one, it is done. So cute. What do you guys think? Okay, for my last project of the day of this video, I'm just taking one of these home signs, these MDF signs, and I'm removing the little tag, and I do end up removing the twine on the top as well. I'll be repositioning it. And so now I'm removing the galvanized corrugated little heart, and I'll save it for another project. And I'll take my sandpaper to remove any glue that's on there and get it all smooth, get it ready for painting. And so now I'll take my plaster color Waverly chalk paint again. And this time, instead of adding the antique wax, I'm deciding to just get my sandpaper and just remove some of the paint and just dress it that way, because the bottom, the inside or the underneath was like a pretty gray anyway. So I'll just leave it like that, remove all the dust, clean it up, and get it ready for my decal. And this is another decal from the Dollar Tree, and it's a wall decal, and this one says laundry in a pretty script, and it has the 3 definitions of what laundry is. So cute. And so I'll just remove this real easy. It comes off real easy, and I'll just place it in the center as best as possible. I'm trying to put it so the definition can be read easily without having the line in the way. And so now once I have it in place, I'll just smooth it out, but it's looking a little too bare to me. So I go ahead and use my Cricut and cut out some of these little pictures, and one is a laundry basket, and one is a shirt and a hanger and a pair of socks. And so here I'm trying to figure out where I want everything. And so once I decide where I want it, then I'll go ahead and put everything in place, remove the backing and transfer tape, and get it all aligned. And I'll do that to all 4 pieces. And so I'll put my little shirt over here on the left, and the little hanger next to it, and the basket all the way on the right, and the little socks next to it. And I'll just add my Mod Podge again, because it's going to be in the laundry room. Laundry rooms are a little bit damp, so I'll go ahead and put the Mod Podge on it, and I'm done. Super cute. What do you guys think? And I'd like to take a moment to thank Sarah over at Jujubee Crafts and More for collabing with me on this video and creating these laundry room decor pieces. And don't forget to watch her video and subscribe to her, give her some love, some support. She's a great lady. And also, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe. It would really help my new crafting channel to grow. I'm so excited. It's growing so nicely. And until my next video, stay healthy, safe, and strong, and have a great day. Bye-bye.